The story begins in 17th century Boston. A young woman, Hester Prynne, is led from the town prison with her 3-month-old daughter Pearl in her arms and the scarlet letter A on her breast. Pearl's father is a secret at this point, but comes out at the end of the book. Hester's husband, a scholar much older than she, sent her ahead to America, but he never arrived in Boston. While waiting for her husband, Hester has apparently had an affair as she has given birth to a child. She will not reveal her lover's identity, however, and the Scarlet Letter, along with her public shaming, is her punishment for her sin and her secrecy. Hester's husband was thought to have died at sea, but was practicing medicine and calling himself Roger Chillingworth. He settles in Boston set on revenge. Several years pass, and he has revealed his true identity to no one but Hester, and sworn her to secrecy. Shunned by their community, Hester and Pearl live in a small cottage on the outskirts of town. Community officials attempt to take Pearl away from Hester, but with the help of a young minister, Arthur Dimmesdale, they manage to stay together. Dimmesdale appears to be getting sick and suffers from mysterious heart trouble. Chillingworth then attaches himself to the minister and moves in with him so he can provide Arthur with round-the-clock care. Chillingworth suspects that there may be a connection between the minister's suffering and Hester's secret, and begins to test Arthur to see what he is able to learn. While sleeping one day, Chillingworth discovers a mark on the minister's breast, and convinces him that his suspicions are correct. One night, Pearl and her mother are returning home from a visit to a deathbed when they encounter Dimmesdale atop the town scaffold, trying to punish himself for his sins. Hester and Pearl join him, and the three link hands. Hester can see that the minister's condition is worsening, and she resolves to intervene. She goes to Chillingworth and asks him to stop adding to Dimmesdale's self-torment. Chillingworth refuses. Hester arranges to rendezvous with Arthur in the forest, because she now believes that Chillingworth has probably guessed that she has plans to reveal his true identity to Arthur. The former lovers decide to flee to Europe, where they can live with Pearl as a family. Their plan was to take a ship sailing from Boston in just 4 days. Hester removes her scarlet letter and lets down her hair. Pearl, playing nearby, does not recognize her mother without the letter. Hester learns that Chillingworth knows of their plan and has booked passage on the same ship. After a church sermon, Arthur sees Hester and Pearl standing in front of the town's scaffold. He embraces both his lover and child, and confesses publicly a scarlet letter seared into the flesh of his chest. He falls dead as Pearl kisses him. A year later, Chillingworth dies. Hester and Pearl leave Boston, and no one knows what has happened to them. Many years later, Hester returns, still wearing the scarlet letter, to live in her old cottage and resume her charitable work. She receives frequent letters from Pearl, who has married a European aristocrat and established a family of her own. When Hester dies, she is buried next to Arthur, where the two share a single tombstone, which bears the scarlet A.